Hi everyone, it's Tracy, and I have a deck that I wanted to show today that I have in just one day fallen in absolute love with. It is called Tarot of the Unknown, and it is based on a cartoon called Over the Garden Wall. It comes in this lovely magnetic closure box. And on the back it says, "Have you seen the unknown?" Mashing up the great Rider-Waite tarot deck and the wondrousness of Over the Garden Wall, this 78 card deck is sure to delight fans of both. All of your favorite characters are within, both friend and foe, each with a story to tell, a question to unravel. So come, sit, shuffle the cards, and see what you discover in the unknown. And if you don't know about the cartoon Over the Garden Wall, this little card, this little explanation card sort of explains about it. I have seen it now. I've seen it like 1.5 times, so I'm not 100% certain who everybody is. But it says, this deck draws heavily on the Rider-Waite tarot deck, which was originally published in 1910 and is easily the most recognizable tarot deck. Pamela Coleman Smith is the illustrator, cramming vast amounts of symbolism in what seems to be a very simple deck and illustration style. She did so under the tutelage of A.E. Waite, known academic and mystic. Published by the Rider Company, it thus derived its name, though I don't know why it isn't the Rider-Smith-Waite deck. The other influence, of course, stems from Over the Garden Wall. Created by Patrick McHale, it originally aired on Cartoon Network on November 2nd, 2014. An instant classic, at least in my eyes. It drew on vintage animation films, bygone era music, and the films of Miyazaki to create something glorious. It can be watched from start to finish in a little over a couple of hours, but remains a yearly Halloween fall tradition for many, which isn't surprising given that it won the Emmy Award for Outstanding Animated Program in 2015. And even though it has continued via an ongoing comic from Kaboom Studios, I doubt anyone would mind if more episodes turned up one day. And I just purchased the whole season off of Amazon, and I have access to it. We have an alternate magician card, the Chris, that is the creator. And when I got my deck, it came with a couple of these little stickers, these 3 little stickers. Quarter Press is the name of his outfit. And here's a little thank you for your order. So let's walk through the cards. There is no little white book with this deck, and if you know Rider-Waite Smith, you can read this deck. You don't have to know the cartoon, but having watched the cartoon, I have a very great appreciation for the characters that he chose for each of the cards. I think it works really well. And I saw this deck, I think it was Dead Serious Woo, Monique, on Instagram. And I had actually seen it when it was a Kickstarter project, but thought I love those images. They're so cute. But I don't watch that show. I've never watched that show, so it's probably not going to resonate with me. When I saw it posted again on Instagram, I was like, this just looks perfect for Halloween, even if I've never seen it. I can go out and see it, go out and find it and watch it and have some appreciation of this deck. Because I do love classic cartoons, and when he talks about the Over the Garden Wall being influenced by classic cartoons, we're not talking about Bugs Bunny cartoons, which I love Bugs Bunny. I think it's great. They were made for adults and not kids, and they're just very witty. But these are, I would say, late 20s and through the 30s, the cartoons that were made at that time. If you've ever seen those cartoons, they have characters that look very similar to this. They're frequently in black and white. They have, the cartoon will have a circle where the drawing is, and it's like you're looking through a telescope and that sort of thing. They have weird characters from almost that come like out of a dream, and they're kind of creepy. And I think that Over the Garden Wall really captured that really well, plus the music. The music is just kind of eerie and a little spooky, and so are the voices. I've fallen in love with it, and I've fallen in love with this deck. So enough rambling about that. Let's have a look at the deck. Here we have the Greg, who is the Fool, and the Wirt, who is the Magician, and these are the two main characters. We have the High Beatrice for the High Priestess, Empress Marguerite, and Emperor Endicott. We have Adelaide the Hierophant, the Lovers, the Chariot, Auntie Whispers as Strength, and this is so spot on. The Woodsman as the Hermit. Yep, absolutely. Wheel of Fortune on the frog boat. Justice. The Highwayman as the Hanged Man. Lorna as Death, which is perfect too. I really like that. Temperance. The Beast for the Devil. The Enoch is the Tower. The Star is Sarah. She's a character. The Moon, and I love this because this dog and this dog are actually the same dog in the cartoon, and it's all a matter of your perspective and how you're looking at it. The Sun, Jason Funderburker. The frog is named Jason Funderburker. At least by the end he is. Judgment. That's perfect. And the World, which is very traditional. We have the Ace of Pentacles. And the Suit of Pentacles are all these pumpkin people, which is what drew me to the deck to begin with. I just thought they were cool and very, very cool for Halloween. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. 4. Perfect. 7. 8. 9. And the 10 of Pentacles. The turkeys, that's hilarious. Page. The Knight of Pentacles riding a turkey. The Queen. And the King. And then the axes are swords. That's the only suit that's been renamed is the axes. And it makes perfect sense with the story of the cartoon. 2 of axes. The 3. Which I really like that heart being on a tree. The 4. I love this too because Wirt's resting and Greg's off in his fantasy land and his dream world. 5, 6, 7, 8, the 9, and the 10 of axes. I love that it is a tree that's been felled by a bunch of axes. Because if you know the cartoon, you know what the woodsman is doing throughout the whole cartoon. There we have our page, our knight, our queen, and our king, which is another appearance of the woodsman. Ace of Cups. Yep, they're red solo cups. 2 of Cups. 3 of Cups. This is like the Halloween party part of the cartoon. 4 of Cups. The 5 of Cups. I love that 5 of Cups. I love Wirt. you can so identify with Wirt and his angst. The Six of Cups, the Seven of Cups, the Eight. I love that this looks just like the Rider-Waite painting is hanging on the wall. The Nine, and the Ten of Cups. The Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. And finally we have the Wands. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands. I believe the Wands are all pretty much about the boat trip episode. The trip on the boat with all the frogs. Three of Cups. Four, no, Cups, Wands. Wands. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. He's even put this one on stage the way that Pixie did. Ten of Wands. And this one too. The Page of Wands is just a fish. The Knight of Wands is just a possum. Queen of Wands. And the King of Wands, which is Greg's frog, Jason Funderburker. This deck is really, really high quality. I'm not a GSM expert, but I'd say that it's probably 400. It's really sturdy cardstock. I love the bags. Love, love, love the bags. This is actually kind of an ideal deck for me. I don't mind front borders. I hate back borders. But this, it works. It's so lovely. It has got shiny gilding, which I actually like, the shiny gilding. It's thick deck. It's a big deck. It is a little bit difficult to shuffle because it's such thick cardstock, but it's not impossible. It shuffles really easily this way because it's glossy cardstock. It does, you know, that overhand shuffle very smoothly, and it does well, I can't fan, but if you can fan, it does fan beautifully. Oops. But I have just, in one day, I've absolutely fallen in love with this deck. I love it for this time of year, for fall. I don't think you have to have seen the cartoon to appreciate this deck, the art style. If you like that cute old-time cartoon art style, then you will appreciate this deck even if you've never seen the cartoon. But if you've seen the cartoon, obviously it's going to make a whole lot more sense to you. So I just thought it was absolutely adorable, and I could not find another walkthrough on YouTube, so I thought I needed to share this deck with you. It is available on Etsy if you're looking for it. It is a little pricey. It's a $60 deck. But it is, I love it. I love it. So there you go. This is the Tarot of the Unknown. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fabulous day.